Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Welcome back to the podcast. How is everybody doing? It is your host, Lindsay Williams, if you are new to the podcast, and today we are going to be diving into a more business side and how to start up, scale up, building a business that grows with you. So if you are new to the podcast, a little bit more about me. I have been in the hair and beauty industry for over 20 years. That shows my age now. I've got a home salon, which that business runs completely organically. I don't promote the business. I never really need to, because I've been very consistent with the way I work. I've never needed technology. I've never needed, it was just flyers, and I didn't even go on the yellow pages, to be fair, because I didn't know how to do it. So you can grow a business organically, and it's about connections. And I see so many people, especially in the hair and beauty industry or in the personal training industry, is they are just completely looking for clients after clients after clients. But what about nurturing the clients that are already there? Look after your clients. Even if you've just got 5 clients, them 5 clients will tell 5 friends about your business. And I've had my clients for over 20 years. Some of the clients, I started with them at college, they moved to salon, and then they came to my home, which I've been to their homes, and it's just been a really nice journey getting to know each other. And they recommended people, and they know how busy I am, so they do say, can I recommend people? And I'll either say yes or no, because it has to work on my terms. My boundaries are a lot better now. I work better, more efficiently. I have a child with additional needs. I can't be doing what I used to do because he needs more support. He has groups. I meet friends. Everything has to work for me. So then I retrained when my son went to school. I requalified as a personal trainer. So I just always wanted to do health and fitness, combine that with my hair and beauty. And I flew through all my courses, qualified at my highest level I could ever do. And then I just started working cardiac rehab. I started working in another gym and just getting my industry experience, teaching classes, doing PTs, I loved the boxing. I used to teach boxing and strength and conditioning. So I started to build clients that way. And I didn't do it by dropping into people's inboxes. I was sure skilling my work. People see me in the gym, working with the same people. And people started to say, can you work with me? Yes. And the way that I have spoke about before, work with busy mums, majority of the people that work with me are busy mums, because that's what I attracted. I'm a busy mum. I've been weight challenged. I've got a lot of high qualifications. I can really cover quite a lot of needs, like that pre and postnatal and exercise referral, back pain, cardiac rehab. I just wanted to cover everything. I didn't want to be one of those PTs that just can be generic. I wanted to dive deeper because I'm quite a holistic person. So I wanted to help people on a different level. So I got all my qualifications, and then I was getting into that. And then we had lockdown, and then life just went really crazy. And then I came out of lockdown, and I didn't stay long in the gym. And my husband built me like a home salon because it needed to work for me. But I still wanted to do my fitness. So I did a little bit online. But then it was hard work trying to do both, and I was getting tired, and everything just gets too much. When you get to 40, you're like, oh, I don't want to push myself too much. So I started to, this is why I launched my podcast, because I thought even though I'm not doing it physically, I can teach on the podcast, I can support people, I can diversify a little bit. So I thought we'll do more fitness episodes. But then what started to happen was people started to say, I want to launch a podcast. Can you teach me to launch a podcast? And I published my book and loads of my journals. And so I started teaching people and my business. just leveled up. It all went digital. It went online. I didn't know how to start a podcast. I didn't know how to edit a podcast. Published a book. Like, how have I published a book? It was just crazy. I'm creating front and back covers of books. I'm doing QR codes. I'm doing website designs. I'm building funnels. Give me 5 years ago, I wasn't doing that. I didn't even know what a funnel was. But I've had to get myself up to speed. And this is all about my mindset. Because I've grew up where it's been old school. We didn't have all this. And it's quite funny when I look back at how much technology has changed over the last couple of years. Like even your laptops are really fast, and we've got iPads, we've got all our tech we can use. We have everything at our fingertips. We can create a business. And I was speaking to a client today in the salon, and she was telling me how she has created a new business. She had an operation, and she had a hysterectomy, and she said, that's because of you, because I knew I couldn't go back to my other job because of pain management, endometriosis. I've created a job, and every time I've thought, no, it's not going to work, I think of you. You create your own job. You live by design, not by default. And that's so right, because I said, just because you've not got a busy book or a busy clientele at the minute, it doesn't matter. You start with one client, you start with 2 clients, then you go to 3 clients a week. It's getting out of that mindset of because I've not had a job where I've had a salary, like the same amount every month, where most people are in that fixed mindset. But when you're self-employed, it's different. You have money rolling in days, weeks, and it could be up and down. And I think she's understanding that now, and how you can just grow your business. And obviously I've got a business expenses, but I do everything myself, my own books, everything. I'm very independent. I like to do everything myself. I'm not a big believer on paying people to do everything for me, because I know that we can spend the time and do it ourselves if we time block the time. But it's all about, when are we going to level up in our business? What's going to be that pivotal turning point for you? Because we all are probably thinking, you might be thinking, well, I've got a job, I don't really want to do a business. But how many of you listening to this podcast will actually think, I don't want to be working my 9 to 5, that typical 40 hours a week. Like, I couldn't do that with my fibromyalgia. Absolutely would kill my pain. Wouldn't be able to do it. I couldn't do it around my son because my husband works shifts. I have to be there. He needs a carer, somebody more full time. So that's me. It has to do it. Doesn't mean I can't work. It means I can work, but I have to work on my terms. And if he's off, I have to be off. But it works. My clients, so amazing. We just have developed that really good relationship with them, and they know me as friends. They're not clients anymore. They're friends, and that's the way I go with clients, because it just becomes so effortless. It's fab. And when we are transitioning from a side hustle to a fully fledged business, it does require a new way of thinking. So we need to embrace that self-doubt, because people might say, oh, is that just your little bit of your business on the side? And we kind of tell ourselves that it is. How many people that do we see on Instagram that set off little businesses, and they might just be businesses that are more craft making, candle wax making, but they are making so much money because they have really mastered the internet. And you can do that. It's all about just giving yourself a little bit of time, not overthinking it, and sometimes we're looking too far in the future, and we just need to look at now. Just go week by week, set a monthly goal, and then just go week by week and look how we can implement it and how we can improve it, and we can reflect on it, and what's not working, we can tweak it. No new business is the same. I'm still growing this side of my business, the podcasting, teaching people. I want to grow that more passive, and I've got my self-publishing. That is because I've got my other business at home. I've got room to do this. So, you might have another job, and you might want to start moving out into another job, and you might be really unhappy in your job, whatever you're doing, and you might want to move away, or you might really love your job, which I get quite a lot. But I get a lot of teachers that love teaching, and they want to still teach, but they can't do the hours and the work. It is too much. Life has become really tough, and it's not because we are like a soft generation. We are just work to the bone. We are just so much now because we've got a lot of red tape. And, there's what it's like when you're working in a workplace. You've got a lot of people to consider. And I don't know, I think our brains have evolved, I think, over the last couple of years, where, especially coming out of lockdown, people don't want that stressful life. People We need to, if we don't want to put a pressure on the NHS and don't want to put pressure on the system, we need to adapt, this holistic lifestyle. We need to look after ourselves. We need to exercise more. How are we going to do all that when we're working full time? So this is why there's a lot of people that are doing hybrid training and working from home, because it's working for them. And when you're at home, you can get things done, and there's no travel time. People want simplicity. People don't want to be rushing to work, getting stressed. There's so many variables that I could go on all day, working in a workplace. I've worked in busy salons and different gyms, and it's completely different. And people say, do you not get lonely on your own? Well, I don't, because I see clients all work online, constantly voice noting my friends, doing different things. I love it. I feel so lucky all the time. And my husband said, you're in such a really good place that you can just pick when you want to work. And I don't dread a Monday or a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or a Friday at all. I just love what I do, everything. I'm excited every day for my business, and I've got that level up mindset. I've got that growth mindset. I haven't got a fixed mindset at all. But it is about having a little bit of investment as well when you are living up your business. So next week I'm going for some new headshots. So I need some more content, pictures. And I've recently lost some weight, so I'm looking at having some new images, and then I'm going to have another full photo shoot when I'm at where I need to be. So I've invested in a new iPad. So I wanted, because I needed 2 screens. So it's all about these little things now, is getting these things for my business that I need, having everything that I need here to work on this side. I've got my salon, it's got everything it has in there, in my office here. It's got a pink treadmill, come on. It encourages me to exercise. I get up in the morning, I do my journaling, I go on that treadmill, and then I might do a bit of work. And I do this before everybody else gets up. I make sure that I'm ready to go. I've done my journaling, I've done my accounts, I've done everything. I'm sat here making sure that everything's in place for the day, and any training that I need to do, any courses or deadlines, I'm getting up to date with those. And I'm bringing the manifestation into this as well. So making sure that my goals are aligned. I'm doing all my visualization, and just envision that your business is at its next level. So focus on the feelings of success and fulfillment, and the positive statements, to the affirmations, to reinforce that your belief that you can do it. So if you've got any self-doubt coming in, please work on some affirmations, create some affirmations, go on ChatGPT, go and ask for some affirmations, print them off, put them everywhere, and just tell yourself, because you can do negative self-talk and we need positive self-talk, because growing a business, we can talk ourselves out of it before we've even got into it. If I could create another business doing something completely different tomorrow. I'm a manifesting generator, and I've got ideas whirling around my head, and I struggle sometimes because I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Oh wow, I could do this. I have to really slow myself down. I have to just pull back for a few days, because I get really creative in this flow. The salon is just it's something that is like brushing my teeth, going to the toilet, having a shower. It's what I do all the time. But this side, it requires my confidence to grow. I'm learning behind the scenes. I'm collaborating. I'm working with other people. I'm doing blogs. I'm doing different things to position myself in what I do. And the more that I do, the more confidence that I instill in myself. And that's all it's about. Take myself back 10 years. And, I think about this all the time. I think, do you ever just lie in bed and think, I could go back so long, know what I know now in regards to my business, nothing personal, but in my business, have it all wrote down, and then have it all ready for when the years come and you could get everything ready. It's funny, isn't it? In hindsight, it would be so good if we knew, because we procrastinate so much that we tell ourselves oh, well, it's so easy to do that. It's just funny, isn't it? How if we all knew the future, that we would all change our futures, wouldn't we? But I think now, if I knew what I knew now when I was 17, and do you know what I did? I transported myself back to my bedroom, back at my mum's when I was 17, and I was going out, getting ready, drinking, and my thought process was, I was at college, I was working, I had a really good work ethic, but I loved drinking, going out with my friends, partying, getting in 5-6 o'clock, then going to work. My mum, I used to drive my mum absolutely crazy, and I'm horrified now as a mum. I'd hate my son You don't think he'd ever live that lifestyle because of his needs. Now, I wish I'd have known. Well, we didn't have things like journals, and we didn't have technology then. We didn't have anything. But I wish I knew that information that I know now. But we're not going to know that because that's about evolvement and growth. And could you imagine? So can you see how much our brains can develop? I've gone from being in hair and beauty. I've skilled myself doing that. I have to learn new things all the time. The podcasting and the self-publishing, it's like took me like years and years to do all these qualifications. But the podcasting and self-publishing, I've snapped it. I've learnt it straight away. I get it. When I first started doing podcasting, I was like, oh, I'm just this person I'm not a real podcaster, but I've developed and I interview people now on the podcast, and now I teach people, and I'm confident to sell my courses now because everyone that buys my podcast course or self-publishing course, people they publish it the way they go. They never really need to speak to me because they went, yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Like everything that you've taught on that course was everything that I needed to know. That's the great thing. I can teach people like in a simple way. But, my journey is I've had to scale things a lot. We have to manage our family and responsibilities. You need people on board. Absolutely. If you're in a relationship, you need people like in your family might need to help do childcare, a bit of outsourcing. And we all have hurdles that we will encounter. I wish I knew now what I knew when I started. It was funny because like when I went self-employed at 23, so I'm nearly 43. That's over 20 years, and I can't believe that was that long now. I'm telling you this. It's funny what I thought I knew then. Business has changed. Trust me, in 20 years, it has changed so much. There's a lot of online noise and nuisance, but we just get through that. But because I'm old school, I've got a bit of a thick skin for that. I can really. And my boundaries are better now. I don't let people take advantage of me. I'm a little bit more stricter with, my rules because I have to work efficiently. I have to work on my terms. So there's nothing stopping you scaling up and, monetizing your business and doing something you want to do, even if it's just publishing some books or starting a podcast. You could just do this and talk. You don't have to publish it yet. Just record 10 episodes. Who knows what's around the corner? It's just so exciting. If you start doing something and you get really excited and your eyes lit up, and when you talk to people and you just get really excited, you're in the right job. And people always say, you're not going to give up hairdressing, are you? I'm like, no, as long as I can do hairdressing with my pain, I might have to reduce that. I mean, I definitely don't work as much as I used to. I can't do it. I used to work till like 10 o'clock at night sometimes, but my son, it's different when you've got children. You might have a few children. You definitely can't do it. We've got the internet at our fingertips now. We can do anything. We can create digital products. We can sell those. We've got all our social media platforms, and we've got like Pinterest, and we've got TikTok. We've got so much that we can work with. It's just stepping out of our comfort zone a little bit and make sure that everything's aligning with your lifestyle and values. And it's not about just working harder, it's working smarter, embracing your support and staying aligned with your vision. When your vision falls off track, then just pull back a little bit and just see sometimes, where it has gone wrong. So yeah, just wanted to do a short podcast today, not too long, and to talk a little bit more about the business. And because I see so many people now are really fed up at work and they want to do a business, but I see a lot of people stalling all the time. And I've had people ask me, I really want to start a podcast, and I give them the link to the course, and then like 6 months down the line, and like just do the course. Honestly, just once you have got the course, you will do it, and you will. An hour later, you're gonna think, "Wow, right, I want to do it," because we all know when we do a course, we feel so energized and so empowered that when I do courses, I love it. I learn so much. I take away so much if it's what I want to do, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to start up leveling if you're feeling a little bit fed up and stagnated or devalued as a parent. Sometimes we need something for us. You don't have to tell everybody. Just do it on your terms. So that's it from me today. And don't forget to come and follow me on socials. I'm on Instagram at Busy Mums Fitness Corner. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok at Busy Mums, and the rest is just Lindsay Williams, and I would love a review as well. So I've had some new listeners, so please don't be shy. Let me know where you are listening. Well, I can kind of see where you're listening from, so it's always nice to welcome a new listener. And you might be new and you're only on season 4, so you might want to go back a few seasons and see how far I've come as well. So anyway, have a great day, whatever you're doing, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you feel inspired to take action and manifest the life you deserve. Don't forget to come and join me over on social media and Instagram at Busy Mums Fitness Corner for more tips, motivation and behind the scenes. And also be sure to check out my books on Amazon. They're designed to help you manifest your dreams and grow. And if you're ready to take the next step and work with me, you can head over to my linktree for all the details. Let's make magic happen together. So until next time, keep manifesting and stay amazing.